Ahoj, ahoj, jak to jde? Today I have an amazing topic for you. I'm gonna tell you about how your thoughts and your expectations shape the Czech conversations you are having, and how to switch it, how to change it, and finally stop freezing, stop overthinking, and start just speaking the Czech you want. For that, I have a story for you. But at first, if we haven't met yet, I am Eliška, I am slowczech founder and leader, and at slowczech we help you fitting in Czech conversation to stop feeling invisible, and you can finally start fitting and you can finally start feeling like you belong without having to spend years learning vocabulary and phrases that you actually never used in your life, and without using the outdated methods, because we focus on the real life language, on the real life Czech that you can immediately use, and we focus on speaking because you already are a Czech speaker, aren't you? So, and now the story. It was some time ago when I was traveling in the train with České dráhy. And in the Czech trains you have this part where it's only families with kids, or kids, yes, families with kids can go there, or they have the priority, right? And there was this group of young men, like maybe 17, 16 years old. There was four of them. There were four of them. There was. Byli 4. And they decided to choose a table that is primarily for the families and the kids. And the controller, so she came and she told them, hey, this is for families and kids, so go somewhere else, and no shoes on the seats, or something in this sort. And immediately what it did to them is that they were like, whoa, yes, of course, you know, like they didn't want to obey to her. They didn't want to change the seats or do whatever she said. Just because two things. The way she was talking to them, yes, so this was very rude. And if someone is talking to you this way, you are not gonna just obey politely, right? So if she told them like, young gentlemen, please, would you mind changing your seats, because these seats are reserved for families, or please stay here, but when the family arrives, please do change the seats, right? And you immediately just say, yes, okay, no problem, I understand, and I will, right? So the first thing that shapes the conversation is the words you are using. And the second is your thoughts. So the controller, what she had in her mind was, another stupid boys who never do what I tell them, and they are just annoying, making noise. This is what she thinks about them, and this is what she's projecting on them. And then this is the way they are, of course, mirroring back, projecting back her thoughts on her, right, back. Because what you think of others, this is what you are like sending to them, and they have no other option than to send it just back to you, right? So have you ever noticed this? I bet you have. But how, or the way that someone speaks to you, approaches you, and what he or she thinks of you, how it completely changed the way you respond. You respond differently on the same question to your partner or to your colleague, to your boss, right? I have a few examples from the real life, then I have examples from the Czech speaking life, and also I have 3 prompts for you so that you rebuild, reshape your next Czech conversation. And also I have 1, 2, 3 actions so you can do. Okay, so examples, nice examples. how we change or shape the conversation and we change the way we respond is, imagine you have a colleague at work and you get back from a 2-hour lunch and he tells you like, wow, it must be nice to have so much time for long lunches. And what it tells to you is like, he's judging me that I have taken a long break, but he doesn't know that I deserve it, or I took my time off, or whatever. But immediately you are aggressive, passive aggressive, or your reaction corresponds to what he thinks of you and the way he is talking to you, right? This is very obvious, we know it, but I just want you to think about it more in depth related to your next Czech conversation. That's why I'm giving those obvious examples, okay? Second version and supportive version of the very same colleague can be like, oh, how was your lunch? You looked like you needed a break. Was it good? So it's the same situation, same lunch, same 2 hours of work, but different thoughts from him coming to you, right? Supportive. You do not feel ashamed or judged, right? You smile, you feel seen from that colleague. This is what we want to reproduce. Feel seen and reply openly. And would you like... Yes, I will give you a basic situation with a cashier. So a Czech cashier at Billa, Albert, Tesco, Lidl. And she's like, in her mind, it goes like, another stupid foreigner who doesn't know my language and it will be hard to talk to him. He doesn't understand me, So she just throws at you like, klubovou kartu máte? Do you have the loyalty club card? And you immediately, you close, you shut, and you just even don't make any effort to speak Czech. So, I don't like it, and I feel so sorry for you. But this is just her projecting her thoughts on you, and you just replying back automatically. Right? This is what our nature is doing to us. We are created, programmed to live in a cohort, in groups, and we need to interact. So this is natural for us. There's nothing wrong with you. But what if, at the same cashier, same moment, same situation, what if she tells you, dobrý den, máte klubovou kartu? Jestli nemáte, to je v pořádku. And she speaks slowly, she pronounces, articulates well, and she's welcoming, smiling. Immediately, you reply, nemám, děkuji, right? And you are okay, and maybe you start a small chat or something. I don't know if it happens to you with Czech cashiers. It does, to me it does happen. But maybe it's the way that I decide that I'm gonna make their day better. And I'm gonna be smiling and thanking. And this is the other way around, what I am projecting to them and on them. That I feel like, oh, she is tired, maybe she would appreciate me smiling because I am customer number 572 today, and let's talk to her nicely. And then of course she replies nicely, right? It's all just about our thoughts and the language we use. So, for your case, next time you approach a Czech speaker, a native, what do you have in mind? So, do you have in mind like, oh, he will judge or they will judge my Czech? I learned to say they instead of he or she. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, I will brag. Okay, so that Czech speaker, they will judge me. This is what your thoughts are. Or they will laugh at my mistake because it's been 5 years since I have been living here and I still don't speak a good Czech. Or you are scared of mistakes just because they are mistakes. This is what you've been taught to. And those thoughts you are projecting on the native speaker, on the Czech person, when you are starting the conversation. And then the Czech person has no other option than to reply to your thoughts you have just projected on them. So you, of course, will feel judged. And you will feel like, oh, my mistakes are stupid and I'm making so many mistakes and I will never learn this language and I sound stupid because this is the way that the other person this is what the person is thinking about me. But it all starts with you projecting the insecurity on them. And they feel it. They feel it. And then what you do, you stop speaking, you freeze, you shut down, right? And we want to avoid this, okay? So let me give you 3 reflection prompts for you today so that your next Czech conversation is different, okay? So let's chat in the comments for deeper exchange. Maybe we can go deeper. Just comment below your thoughts or answers to my questions, to my reflection questions, or write to me on eliška@slowczech.com. So, number 1, I want you to answer honestly. When I speak Czech, what do I believe that Czechs think of me? When I speak Czech, what do I believe Czechs think of me? What are your beliefs here? I am not giving examples. I just want you to ask yourself and reply for yourself. Question number 2. How do I speak to myself when I make a mistake? How do I speak to myself when I make a mistake? And question number 3. What would I say to a friend who is learning a language and feeling insecure? Can I say that to myself? So what would I say to a friend who is learning a language and feeling insecure? And can I actually say that the very same thing to myself? Let me please know your thoughts. I really would love to hear them. And what you can do now, after, of course, reply, so please pause and reply now, or go back, write the questions and reply, because after finishing this topic, this listening or watching, you will not have time or you will just forget. So please do pause now, write it down now, okay? And then when you finish, so I have actions or things you can do. So what you will do next time, before each conversation, you will set an intention. So you will, for example, set an intention that I will speak to myself kindly no matter how the conversation goes. This is a very nice intention for your next Czech conversation. I will speak kindly to myself no matter the results, no matter how the conversation goes, okay? Second thing you can do is that you are choosing a new identity sentence that you are repeating to yourself before the next conversation. You can have a sentence like, I am not a student, I am a Czech speaker. Or, I don't have to be perfect to be understood, I just speak. Or, I am bringing my good energy to this conversation and that's enough. I don't need more, okay? Choose one identity sentence you like and repeat it to yourself before the next conversation. And that's it from me today. I'm thinking if I have... Yeah, I think that's enough. I have given you a lot of homework already. Now, I want to invite you, if you want to practice showing up more in a very safe space, the safest space on the planet for speaking Czech that you immediately use in your life that you shape together with a group and that is designed for you based on who you are and what you need. Join our immersion program. We are opening it a few times per year. You can join the waitlist on slowczech.com/lab, L-A-B. And then you will receive an invitation with some bonuses if you join early. And of course, check the slowczechwebsite.com to see what you can join maybe today. And I will be happy to see you in our programs or in our one-on-ones or group programs or self-paced courses where you just practice speaking immediately. Those are not language-based and grammar-based lessons. They are real-life oriented. You learn informal language that Czechs really use and that you can say immediately because you have practiced that with us in the programs or in the self-paced courses. To je všechno. Měj se hezky, uč se česky a čau!